Thank you, Speaker. Well, the message of Hanukkah is that light will always overcome darkness. Today, we see the truth in those words as we stand to remember the 15 innocent victims of the Bondi attack and refuse to let that hate divide our nation. And we must be clear, this was not just an attack on Jewish Australians. It was an attack on all Australians and our way of life. The idea of looking over your shoulder for danger is a thought that Australians have never had to carry when they gather for Christmas carols or local events. Bondi forced us to live with what should never be imaginable in our nation, and this fear is the lived experience of Jewish Australians today. For generations, Australia has been a sanctuary that so many have chosen as their home for the peace and safety it provides. It is a nation where we look out for one another and enjoy the quiet safety of our surroundings. And it is for that reason that we must do everything we can in this country to stamp out this senseless, hate-fuelled violence and anti-Semitism. And we stand together to say violence, extremism and hate have no place in this nation. It won't be tolerated, but most importantly, it won't divide us. And in the face of such hate, Australians showed our best as a nation. From our police and paramedics to everyday Australians who stared these terrorists down to protect their fellow Australians, thank you. Thank you for choosing mateship over division. Thank you for choosing love over hate. Thank you for showing the best of Australians. And on Sunday, the 14th of December, as they celebrated the first night of Hanukkah, 15 Australians fell victim to abhorrent anti-Semitism and terrorism. But today, we remember the people they were before this tragedy. At just 10 years of age, Matilda is remembered for bringing light to everyone around her. Her parents, Michael and Vela, were so proud to become Australians that they named her Matilda, the most Australian name they could find. She had a whole life ahead of her and will never be forgotten. And like so many parents, Speaker, around the country, and as the father of a 10-year-old daughter, it breaks all of our collective hearts to think about what Matilda's parents are going through, and no words can ever do justice to their pain. Peter was a retired police detective. He spent his career serving the public and was a valued member of the Randwick Rugby Club. Marika was a dedicated community volunteer who had previously been recognised for delivering more than 12,000 kosher meals on wheels since the late 1990s. Rabbi Lefton was a deeply respected member of Sydney's Jewish community, known for his generosity and quiet service. Tibor was a beloved grandfather and husband. He died while trying to shield a family friend. Dan had recently moved to Australia and was already an integral member of the Rockdale Linden Football Club in West Sydney. Alexander survived the Second World War, a keen chess player and man of many passions. Reuben was generous to the end. He was seen running towards the danger in attempts to defend his community. Edith was a cherished leader who led anti-prejudice and anti-discrimination committees. Adam was a father of 4 who loved his sport and loved his pets. He was walking at Bondi with his wife Katrina when his life was taken too soon. Boris was a gifted musician who was deeply connected to his community. And Rabbi Eli Schlangler was a father of 5 and a highly respected and devoted Jewish leader. Tanya was a beloved grandmother and member of the Sydney community. And Boris and Sophia Gurman lived honest, hard-working lives and treated everyone they met with kindness and respect. They were known for their generosity and quiet strength, and they tragically lost their lives after stepping in to try and prevent others from being hurt. They'll always be remembered for their courage. And this is just a snapshot of the people they were and the lives they lived. They won't be remembered as a number or a victim tied to the tragedy. They'll be remembered for the lives they lived, the hearts they touched, and the good they shared with the world throughout their lives. Today and always, we remember the 15 victims for the people they were, not the tragedy that found them, and we commit to living in honour of their memories and ensuring that in this House we do all we can to stamp out the scourge of anti-Semitism in this country.
The question